Right now, Facebook is facing two antitrust lawsuits, one of which is a multi-state lawsuit that Utah is now a part of.
So let's bring in our tech reporter, Jordan Hogan, this morning. He has more on how this lawsuit could impact some of those tech startups here in Utah. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning, John and Amy. Yes, Facebook is facing those lawsuits that allege they are using anti-competitive behaviors by buying out the competition. Now, if those lawsuits go against Facebook, they could then negatively impact those tech companies here in Utah by stopping their growth.
Facebook is under pressure to reduce its size and influence as a tech company. It's facing two lawsuits, one from the Federal Trade Commission and the other from 48 state attorneys general, including Utah's. Both lawsuits claim Facebook bought its competitors illegally and cut services to smaller tech companies while reducing privacy protections.
They're alleging that these companies have gotten so big, so powerful, that they're exerting an inordinate amount of influence on our daily lives.
James Shanowski is the Tech and Innovation Policy Analyst at the Libertas Institute. Shanowski said the lawsuits really come down to answering the question, was Facebook truly acting in an anti-competitive nature when they bought Instagram or WhatsApp?
There's no guarantee whatsoever that had Instagram been on its own from the time that it was acquired to date, that it would be the same kind of product that we know today.
He argues that Facebook pumped a bunch of money into making Instagram better, which is something a company wouldn't do if they were planning to get rid of it altogether. In a statement, the Utah Attorney General's office said in part, quote, Facebook systematically plotted to change the competitive market of social media, and its actions are a blatant profit and power grab. The statement goes on to say, quote, this lawsuit seeks to restore competition to the market for social media. Meanwhile, Facebook fired back in a mammoth blog post of its own, which reads in part, quote, important questions are being asked about big tech and whether Facebook and its competitors are making the right decisions around things like elections, harmful content, and privacy. We have taken many steps to address those issues, and we're far from done. The statement continues in part, quote, we look forward to our day in court when we're confident the evidence will show that Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp belong together, competing on the merits with great products. Shanowski said, if either of these lawsuits rule against Facebook, it could set a bad precedent for tech startups in Utah.
Salt Lake and Utah is home to Silicon Slopes, one of the other large tech hubs in the country. And a lot of these companies do get acquired by larger firms for significant amounts of money.
If big tech companies aren't allowed to buy up small tech companies, that could mean Utah startups are left with no investors to boost their billion-dollar ideas.
A lot of parties are going to be very interested in watching how this unfolds.
So if Facebook loses either one of these lawsuits, there is a chance that they'll be told to give up WhatsApp or Instagram. But legal experts do say it will be a while before this is solved. John and Amy?
Yeah, it's such a big part of our lives, but yeah, a lot of people trying to figure out how that should best work. All right, Jordan Hogan live for us this morning with Tech Talk. We appreciate it.